Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show. Evening, and welcome each and every one of you to the Wednesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. So glad to be here with you guys on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday evening here in the Chicagoland area. It is a hot and humid Wednesday, but I am a big fan of hot and humid and summertime weather, so I'll take it all. I don't know about my two adorable co-hosts tonight. They may not be warm weather fans, but I am a huge warm weather fan. And so tonight I have two dynamic duos serving as co-hosts. As you guys all know, this familiar face sitting over here is the one and only Miss K. Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge, the longest running co-host on the show thus far. She just celebrated her 1 year anniversary of sitting in the co-host seat yesterday. Now we got to get Dion back. You know, Dion's competitive too. Y'all know.
Yes, she is.
Dion actually mentions every time she's been a co-host. But our other co-host tonight, in her tiara and in her fabulous yellow, not only is it her birthday, but this will be the second year in a row that she celebrated her birthday with us here on the show. And then let me tell y'all how fabulous she is. She just flew in from Greece.
Yes.
Now, I'm not talking about a greasy chicken shack.
No.
I'm not talking about a grease refinery in Texas. She just flew in from Greece, as in yes, and went for a weekend getaway to Greece. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Our girl, Madam Thyteria Towns.
Hey, Lady T.
Hey, Lady T.
Thank you for allowing me to celebrate my birthday again with you guys and your wonderful, wonderful crew and host.
I love you, honey. We're so sorry. Let me tell you the one thing about you, my darling. You and I had talked, and you were going to be the co-host tonight, all of that. And this weekend, I look, and then I see an airplane seat. I see a card, I see a thing of Bailey's and maybe some type of cocktail or something. Yes. And I said, airplane seat, Bailey's. Then the next thing I saw was a social media post talking about I'm in the middle of the damn Mediterranean Sea. Now, let me get this straight now.
I messed up.
Look, she didn't say Atlantic, Pacific, or Caribbean. She said Mediterranean. I said, okay, so help us to understand, Fabulous, where you've been and what you've been doing. Good evening, ladies.
Good evening, everyone. And again, thank you for allowing me to celebrate my birthday with you and your amazing viewers. I had a surprise phone call on Saturday morning, and it was like, hey, Takana! It was like, your birthday is coming up. Where do you want to go? And I'm like, I'm good. I really don't have anything else to do. I just knew I didn't want to go to Maple and Ash. Nothing wrong with Maple and Ash. Everybody named Mama go there, so I knew I didn't want to go there. And it was like, well, how about we pack a bag? We're about to hop on a plane. Next thing I knew, make sure you always have your passport and, hold on, get this, vaccination card.
Yes.
That's right. Yes.
Plane, and to know my best friend, Sarita, I know people hear me fuss and talk about her because she does work for the airlines. But normally she only works 2 days a week. So this particular, when she works 2 days a week, and people like me and you guys that normally have a real job and we're in front of a computer for 5 days a week, it sort of pisses you off when a person be like, oh, I just worked 12 hours and I'm just done. I'm like, girl, but jack you in. But I reaped the benefits of her working 16 hours last week. We flew to know us. It's crazy. So she was looking for extra seats on the plane. So on Sunday was the first direct flight since COVID that American Airlines had with Greece going to O'Hare to Greece. Well, that flight was already overbooked. So then we had to find another place. It's like, okay, let's find somewhere else. So we went from Chicago to Baltimore, and then it was supposed to go from Baltimore to Newark, and then Newark to JFK. Needless to say, once we got to Baltimore, all the seats were like filled and overbooked. And I'm like, okay, we're either going to take a train to go to New York or we're going to figure our life out. Next thing you know, thank God we got credit cards, swipe. We're in a car, we're driving to New York. a trip that should take about 3.5, 4 hours max. Took a little bit longer because of traffic. And then, of course, we home and alone and then through the airport. Made it to our gate, and next thing you know, we hopped on a plane and we ended up in Greece. But I think the flight was at 6:30, 6:20. So we ended up in Greece at 10:50 in the morning. And then already you're a day ahead than the United States. Yeah. So I'm like, that's where God made Xanax. Hello, pop one of those things, or Ambien. I popped 2 of those and I was out. And then no one knows how your energy shifts and how you welcome people in your energy, in your space. The lady that was sitting next to a window, she was a chatty patty. Hell, I was chatty patty at that time. She started talking to me and telling me about her niece has brain cancer, and she's a special ed student in New York. Her name is Athena. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to an island in Greece that is known for healing and prayer. She wrote her name down and gave me $2. Of course, all the flight attendants, they knew me before I left. Like, they gave me a card on the plane. I was like, oh my God, I had a birthday party. So that's why I posted that picture of, I go to sleep and I wake up and it's like a happy birthday, little something, something. And I have to say the flight attendants were amazing. We got off the plane, had to take a COVID test, just like, you travel here. And it didn't matter that I'm fully vaccinated. You can still take your test. So we took our COVID test at the airport, exchanging my money for euros. And I'm so mad because I'm looking at...
What's the exchange rate nowadays?
The euro is higher. So I'm thinking I'm balling, like, here we go. I gave them $200, like, bam, bam, bam. They gave me $138 back.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. My God.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. They go. Oh, that's highway robbery.
Okay.
So then I'm like, okay. Well, thank God we could credit card everything. So the euro, of course, the euros, higher dollar is really, really weak. So that's probably like I really do like going to Mexico, because when you go to Mexico, hey, our dollar, it rose. Right. But besides, that was not a bad thing. And I realized when I was talking to one of my friends earlier, what we did in 2 days, it takes some people a week to do.
Yes, yes.
So we came in, we took our showers, and hit the street. So the first thing we did, we went to go get something to eat, and it was like right up the thing from our we stayed in Airbnb. We met people at the bakery. Thank God my coworker is Greek, so I'm like, hey, can you tell them what we want or whatever? But they were so nice to us. I was proposed to 4 times. 4 times. I got proposed to like within 20 minutes of me walking into our Airbnb.
What?
That doesn't surprise me, Lady T. It doesn't.
Me. I'm like, what? Twilight Zone, but I loved it. Oh my God, I loved it. When we were eating, we were eating at the little cafe. The man was on his little motorcycle. He came back over and just kept staring. I'm like, is this something on my nose? Do I got a mole or something? Like, what's going on? He came over to our table. He was like, you like house music? I was like, I love house music. You got some music for me? He was like, I got house music. He was like,
oh my God, I love it. I love it.
You look like Oprah. I'm like, I look like Oprah. Okay, I go with it. We're beautiful. You need to
oh my God.
So from that, it just kept snowballing, and we ended up, at the Parthenon on top of a mountain. To be in Greece and to read it in history books and actually walk those streets, it was mind-blowing. And of course, everyone knew who Sarita and I was by the time we got off that mountain, because you're not supposed to touch anything in the Parthenon. You're not supposed to touch the walls. I'm like, I came out from Chicago. I want to touch these walls. I want to see if it's real or not. Man, it's real. It's real. And we did that. There was another highest point in Greece where it's like the tallest point in Greece. And everywhere you went, there were churches. So I was able to light candles. I have videos of that, lighting candles, saying the prayers for the people who need healing, and just saying prayers for just family members. That was like more of a spiritual connection that I didn't even know Greece had. And they didn't worship the white man's Jesus. They Jesus looked like us.
Yes.
And I was like, this is really unique.
Yeah.
That this is the Jesus that they recognized. There were temples, and everybody was always, cleaning the walls and sweeping, and all you just felt was service
And
to.
here you go from Chicago wanting to touch everything. Wanting
I
to touch
touched
everything.
everything.
Okay, so hold tight. We got to get the show started. We're going to get some more of this Grease trip. Kay Renee, how are you this evening? You good? You doing okay over there? I'm ready to go to Greece.
Come on.
After her experience, one of my dearest besties, that's what she said she wanted to do. So we're going to have to make this happen when we just go to Greece.
I got the hook up.
All right.
Okay.
Well, coming up on the show tonight, we have a guest that's joining us later. Ladies, I think you'll enjoy her immensely. She's a dating expert. Her name is Denise Lizette, and she is the author of Starlight, Starbright, Where in the Heck is Mr. Right? And this is a wonderful chronicle of her over 200 first dates looking for Mr. Right. Now, she's found her forever boo thing, but she's sharing some of her experiences. And see, Thigh, with you, Lady T, with you saying being proposed to 4 times in Greece. You went to Greece for the weekend, quote unquote, and you were proposed to 4 times. When was the last time? When was the last time you was proposed to here in Chicago?
Never.
Kay Renee, when was the last time you was proposed to here in Chicago? Okay, all right. So we're looking forward to talking to our relationship expert this evening. We really, really are. All right. Well, ladies, let's get into the top news, entertainment stories. I'm gonna hold my mule. As Shirley Caesar would say, I'm gonna hold my mule at this point. Okay. All right. So today, Illinois public health officials announced 408 new or probable cases of COVID-19. Unfortunately, we had 23 additional fatalities. Our 7-day statewide positivity rate now, as we speak, is 1.0%. So shout out for that, 1.0%. I have not heard that number that low, and I don't know when. So that's a blessing to hear that. There were 50,231 dosages of the vaccine administered on Tuesday. The 7-day rolling average rate of dosages is about 45,852. Officials have said that 86% of Illinois adults have received at least one vaccine shot, and 51% of Illinois adults are fully vaccinated, and they are still trying to give vaccinations incentives away, ladies. Thigh, what do you think about that? And then, I'm getting ready to travel, and that COVID test thing. Now, did you have to pay for that COVID test this time?
Yes, $60. So the COVID test in the airport, like you're not walking at that airport without taking a COVID test, especially if you're not, we were traveling into that country. So as soon as you get off the plane and you got to go, walk through everything, we do carry on because we never know where we might end up.
Right.
So once we walked off that plane, it was a long line. And the first thing you have to do is get your COVID test. They do PCR tests, nasal. And most of the time they want you to use their app, but our phones were just acting crazy. AT&T, I got to talk to you. They're acting crazy. Well, we couldn't get on the internet. So we saw a lot of Karens. Got to give it up for the Karens. I'm sorry. I saw 3 Karens and 2 bonnets.
What?
But the girls be wearing those bonnets. The bonnets on their head. It was 2 of them. I was like, black girls in a bonnet. Damn it. Didn't y'all see Monique? That's a whole nother story. But I got to give it up for the Karens. Because the Karens, the line was so long. The Karens were like, hey, you can go upstairs and get the same thing. It makes no sense for you to stand in this line. And I'm like, I don't know you. But I listened to her. Sarita was like, going upstairs. One of us got to go. The rest stay in the line. I go upstairs. I'm like, there's no line. We were in and out and getting testing and everything within like 10 minutes.
Wow.
10 minutes.
Wow. Okay.
They give you a piece of paper and you keep it moving. So shout out to the Karens for looking out for the little black girls from outside of Chicago at the airport. But,
very good.
But now I started to realize, the reason why these numbers are so low, which I hope someone really does talk about, they're closing all the testing centers in our communities. So if people can't get tested, then what do? Remember, I had COVID. And my doctor told me to, first of all, she told me to stay in the house.
Right.
So, and then I got like 2 phone calls of friends while I'm out of town. They got COVID. People are still getting COVID.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. People are still getting COVID.
So, Todd, yeah, I was going to ask you. So, you did have to wear your mask while you were on the plane, correct?
Oh, yeah. I'm not taking my mask off on the plane.
Okay.
I mean, all time we did. Now, I got to give it up to American Airlines, too. The food was off the chain. Man, you're allowed to take your mask off for dinner, your snacks for dinner like that, or if you are, drinking something. And that was a shame. I knew I didn't want any alcoholic beverages because I knew I was going to take an Ambien or a Xanax. But I drank like 1 ginger ale. I took my mask off to drink that. And then I went to sleep. And you have to have your mask on. If you don't have your mask on, they're going to nudge you and wake you up and was like, our policy is you have to wear your mask. Okay. And it wasn't bad. I mean, I went to sleep. I woke up. I was in another country. So
very good. Amen. That's the way I feel. All right. Well, Kay Renee, what do you have in news tonight? I've done our health stuff. And so let's start off with some gossip and entertainment.
Well, speaking of international, since we got Lady T going international, there was a slap. Somebody bitch slapped and I said it right, bitch slapped the president of France, Emmanuel Macron. He was doing he was out visiting his constituents, and a man came up to him, bitch slapped him, and to say Macroni, because they were taking a play off his name, and as soon as the police found out, they arrested him on sight.
Oh, what? You going to jail?
So I wonder what they slapped him for. What was the reason?
He gave no reason. He just went and bitch slapped him. I'm not, we're from the South Side. We don't say, oh, he just grazed him. No, he bitch slapped him.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Video.
I wonder, but don't the French hit you on the cheek and kiss you?
They kiss you.
They kiss you on double cheeks.
I thought
they don't slap.
Okay, I thought it was some culture that slapped. Okay.
No, he bitched. He's 28 years young, the man.
Oh, he's so
they took him in. As soon as they found him, he went to jail.
That's sad. That is very, very sad.
No, wow. I mean, and after he was bitch slapped, he continued on shaking people's hands like nothing had happened. I said, okay.
Remember Bush when Bush got hit by he did the Bobby weave?
Yeah.
Kept it going on like the show.
Kept it going on. So
right, look, the show must go on. I agree.
I thought that was interesting because now. Let's see if Obama was still in office and somebody tried to bitch slap him, Southside would come out. Come out. So I don't care, president or not. We don't do that here.
You ain't doing that. You will not be disrespecting my president.
Right? Yeah, that ain't finna happen. You better get off, step off.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, what else do we have in entertainment news tonight?
This is some good news. Yesterday, a Virginia middle school renamed, it was originally from a Confederate soldier, is renamed the Katherine Johnson Middle School. So that was, it was first originally the Sidney Lanier Middle School in Fairfax County. The name has been there for 60 years, and he was a Confederate soldier, but they decided to rename it to the Katherine Johnson Middle School. And everybody know, if you don't know who Katherine Johnson is, she was the NASA pioneer that helped somebody up to the moon. And if you really need to know, go see the movie Hidden Figures. Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah, so they renamed it. And her family was in attendance for the ceremony yesterday. So that was kind of, because unfortunately we lost Catherine. Yes, we lost Catherine last year at the age of 101.
Jesus.
So yeah.
That's a blessing.
What a blessing.
It is.
Absolutely. That really, really is. Lady T, do you have any gossip and entertainment you want to talk about? You always in the center of something.
I know, but Kanye dating another white girl.
Oh,
really?
His birthday. Yesterday was his birthday.
Yeah.
His birthday. Got to give it up. I'm sorry. Kanye is ours. We got to give it up for him. What up, Gemini, all day. But, yeah, as soon as, it was so funny, we get in the airport and, hi, thank you, honey. Happy birthday, Gemini. So when we get on the internet, started reading the information, it was like, oh, Kanye. But you know what? I don't care. It's his birthday. At least he was with somebody for his birthday. I ain't mad at him at all.
But now, let me ask you this. As Black women, and Kanye being such a successful Black man, he just released a clothing line with the Gap yesterday. $200 for a coat that don't even zip or button or anything. It just wraps around you. Right. Now, you know in Chicago, that damn coat ain't going to work, and you have to wear layers of clothes.
But when one's buying his clothes? When last time you seen a Black person at the Gap?
Right. Does it bother you to see a successful Black man with a white woman?
I could care less. Me, it personally does not bother me because that's to each his own, especially after me leaving Greece on yesterday or this morning. Like, oh, don't be surprised if my last name is Thyteria Ann Towns Papadopoulos. I did not know.
Oh, amen, girl. Amen. And I hope your mother-in-law makes great what's the strudel that they baklava make good baklava.
She gonna make some good baklava, and I'm gonna be there eating with her with my pistachios. Yes, sir. And you know what? They're gonna be like, I couldn't find no Black man. No, what were they stepping up to me? No. Right. The doggone what's the last dude name? Not Victoria, not Victor. Start with a V. Valentino. Oh yeah, me and Valentino. Yes, thank you.
So now, Kay Renee, I know you see the other side of this coin differently. You a proud Black sister, was married to a Black man, but you have dated outside of your race. You have.
Of course.
What do you feel about successful Black men and they have to end up with white women?
Well, I feel that, especially, growing up, it bothered me. But as I've gotten older, and unfortunately, you and I, Art, have had this conversation offline. Not saying all Black men, because I don't want to stereotype, but a lot of brothers can't get to this. They don't understand me. Whereas their white counterparts, they look at me as the total picture. So if you're gonna look at me as the total picture, we're gonna have a wonderful conversation. In fact, we talked about yesterday the last gentleman I dated who would have been my baby's daddy. As he was very enamored when I called him my ship. And I just feel, unfortunately, I don't get upset about that because we're in a multicultural society, and now it's more embraced now than it was when we were in our 20s and even 30s. It still wasn't accepted. And I just feel that there are a lot of strong Black women out here, but unfortunately, the ratio is not equal. It's not balanced. So, as some of the viewers will quote, "Love is love." I agree with that. But also, you have to be what the Bible says, Art and Thyteria. You have to be evenly yoked. And if you're evenly yoked and you're a different race, and you come to me with respect and decency, we can have a conversation. I don't care what color you are. But the thing about it is, given this also our racial climate, my preference would be with the brother. But I've always been open to. As I said, I tease Art. I'm an equal opportunity lover. But you better come to me correct.
I am too. Too. Yes. Well, ladies, here's something that I want you both to think about. I was out with a dear friend. We were having dinner Sunday, and we were both talking. My friend is single again, has not been single in 26 years. His partner died. And he and I were both talking about the fact that we didn't necessarily feel as if our own race loved and appreciated us. He's back out dating again, and he says it's the craziest, weirdest thing ever. And that's part of the reason why I booked the guest tonight. And I have other guests in the next couple of weeks that's going to help us to understand this, because I think there's a disconnect in Black love. I just think it is a disconnect. And you're right. Here you go to Greece and meet 4 marriage proposals in 48 hours. I've been there. Huh? Oh, wait, we can't hear you.
47 hours.
Okay, 47. Right. Okay,
I
right.
48.
Right. I get it. K. Renee, you did make a valid point, though. You really did. But I just think, at this point in my life, it's whoever best feels right with me, and we are able to grow and build something together, then I think we could move forward. Otherwise, no, I'm not interested in the average run-of-the-mill BS anymore. I'm not.
No, because we're grown. Lady Ty and Art, we are grown ass people, and we act grown, so we expect grown ass people to act right. Now, if they cannot act right, they go back to the nursery where they belong. I don't care what color you are, because I dealt with that when I was married. I don't deal with babies. Tricks are for kids. I'm not a kid. I'm a grown ass woman.
I'm about to get a drink for you. Hold on.
All right now. I like a few tricks every now and then, but okay. I like a few little radical tricks every now and then. I'm just
and the tricks and the treats.
We gotta be careful with the treats now, Lady T. We had some guests yesterday and Monday. Gotta be careful with the treats.
What's going on with the treats? Oh my God.
Okay, so let's go. Look, this whole show is off track, but it's your birthday. All right, so I'm gonna throw the script to the side. The guests will be on at 8 o'clock. Okay, so Monday night, Auntie Gina. Well, matter of fact, let me say this to everybody and the audience. Today is actually National Sex Day. It is National Sex Day.
What?
Yes.
In which couples, gay or straight, celebrate sex by having sex. Okay, so today is National Sex Day. It also is Lady T's birthday. All right, come on, ladies. Let's raise a glass to Lady T. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, love. Happy birthday.
Through the show tonight. We appreciate you.
Happy birthday.
Here's the deal. Monday night, our HIV and AIDS expert, Gina Lamar, she was here and was telling us that you can get cancer from oral sex.
That's right.
My phone was blowing up. Wasn't nobody putting comments in the comment on here because they didn't want their name and anything up on the screen. But anybody who had my personal number, my phone was blowing up. That entire night, people was calling me. The next day, people were calling me. I still have people questioning me. Now, last night, we had Dr. Janet Seabrook on, our resident doctor. We love her, all of that. She really was supposed to talk about Father's Day, but we were so stressed out and worried about getting cancer from oral sex that we had to ask her last night about cancer and oral sex.
That's right.
She did an excellent job. It was a great conversation, but a lot of us are still sitting here like,
So is oral cancer or throat cancer? Like, what is the type of cancer that they're giving, and what are the studies have shown? I missed it on Monday. Gina, I'm gonna have to re-look at it.
Oral cancer, throat cancer, cancer.
Okay.
You can even get anal cancer, which is not the same as colon cancer.
Right.
It's not. Right. Your colon is one thing. Your anus is another. So let's
not forget, Lady T, as women, the HPV, the human papilloma virus, you can get that as well because that affects your cervix.
The cervical,
Yes, for cervical cancer. So we got real in deep these last couple of days, and it needs to. The conversation needs to be had, and I'm sure we're going to have more conversation about that because guess what? On Friday, Chicago and the state of Illinois, they're going to be open like nobody's business. And as Art has said, booty things are in season. Folks are going to be getting their freak on.
Booty call season.
That's right.
Guess what? Booty calls, they never went out of business. Rona was just a way of just keeping it even secret on top of secret on top of secret. I'm sorry, they ain't stopped. It was really prevalent. I'm just saying.
And you know what? That's what a lot of people have been saying to me. I do know people that have had intimate relationships during COVID. I know people that got married during COVID.
A lot of people, yeah.
It was too much uncertainty for me. I shut it down. I got a friend now. He refuses to speak to me because he couldn't understand what I was trying to say. And I'm like, dude, you ain't coming over here. No.
Too many random people that were dying. I mean, there was no blueprint to what was going on. And it was like, do you want to, live for a piece of ass, or do you just want to go bad vibrator? I mean, you just got to figure out what you really want to do.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But can I say something really quick about, you said the word anus.
Right.
What we did not know, when you're in Greece, you cannot flush the toilet with toilet paper. So if you're doing number 1 or number 2, in Greece, everything you eat comes right out of you. You do number 2, you have to wipe and roll it up and throw it in the garbage.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Their pipes are only 2 inches, so that it can't take toilet paper. So while I'm sitting there looking at people go to bathrooms, my head is like going off 50s. I'm like, no one ever thought about creating biodegradable toilet paper that will probably like dissolve once it goes into water so people can wipe their asses. And that's one thing you don't shake nobody's hands, because you don't know what they had to do before they saw you. Okay, keep talking.
Okay, so you are going to help me with the Urban Global Traveler series. We're going to make you a correspondent, and you're going to be an official correspondent, and I'll talk to you very soon. But it's things like that people need to know. And what people don't understand is those that have never traveled that far or know what the customs are and things like that, you really want to make it easy. Because here's the deal. Really, when you're on people's boats, you're not supposed to do that either. You're not supposed to put toilet paper in this stuff. No. When you're on people's yachts and boats, all of that, you're not supposed to do anything above a number 1 on somebody's yacht or boat. You're not supposed to. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, all right, let's get back to sex. All right.
You said anus, and I was like, I had to let everybody know about the anal thing. Like, oh my God, it was rough, but we made it through.
Wait, y'all. She got jet lag for real. She got jet lag for real. I admire you. Look, I was a flight attendant for 800 years and would not have been able to do what you're doing today. And baby, you called me like, no, I'm back. What time is the show? I'm like,
no, because I put this stuff in my calendar. And I normally try to always go back to the calendar to make sure, okay, Thigh, what you need to do. And even though like I took off today, I ended up doing work because I came home. I was at home by 1:30. So I'm like, I'm at home.
And so you don't feel jet lagged at all? You don't feel somewhat delusional?
It's called, when 9 o'clock this morning, that was probably 3 o'clock Chicago time, I took an Ambien. I drank my water and I went to sleep. As soon as I got my butt on that plane, it was a wrap. And I mean, the food, I was like trying to put the food in my mouth, like, damn, you so sleepy. I just eat one more bite because it was so good. I ate my dessert. Once I ate my dessert, it was like night. I don't know what movie played. I don't know what no one said. All I know, we are upon our descent into Chicago. I'm like, oh yes, here we go.
Yes. Oh my God. All right. Well, we glad you are here. K. Renee, come back. Are you there? All right, so we went from no oral sex to don't wipe your butt in grease. No, you can't wipe your butt.
No, you have to wipe it. You just got to roll it through it.
Yeah. See, now you done really heightened the germaphobe in me now. She right. Okay. All right, K. Renee, bring us back on track, darling. So back to the anal and oral cancer. But yes, in the same way with human papilloma virus. I know when I was younger, I never heard of that. I only heard of chlamydia, gonorrhea, herpes.
Genital warts, I heard of that, but never heard of HPV. It really just came about 20 years ago?
I think about 20 years ago, because I was 16 when I went to, with girls, you don't know this, but when you're a little girl and you start your cycle, 9 times out of 10, your doctor would, if you were with a pediatrician, they would introduce you to your next doctor. So my next doctor, Wanda Elliott Pearson, she's a Gemini too. Hi. So went to Dr. Elliott, just started my cycle. Thank God I was a virgin, so I didn't have to go that part of the lifestyle. But she was telling my mom about this HPV vaccine. And I was getting, ready to go to college, and she was still pushing this HPV vaccine. And my mother was like, she's not sexually active. So it just really bothered us for a little bit. And now, they're making sure that all the girls, young girls, I think it starts they want it between 12 and 16, they want to get you vaccinated with it. So they know you're going to be sexually active, but they want to make sure that you don't get the human papilloma virus that ultimately will cause cervical cancer. And the thing with HPV, boys and girls can get it.
That's right.
We found that out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, with that being said, ladies, boy, oh boy. All right. Anything else, Kay Renee, we need to add to that subject?
No, but I'm going to divert to some money. Money is always good to talk about. Everybody know who Allen Iverson is, right? Basketball player. Well, he celebrated. Yes, he's another Gemini. He celebrated his 46th birthday. But guess what happens when he turns 55 in 2030? He gets $32 million from Reebok. When he did his deal many years ago, they set him up right. They set him up in a trust. When he turns 55, he gets $32 million. Now, he probably was worth $200 million, but he spent his money foolishly. So somebody, thank the Lord, either looked out for him and had a negotiated deal with Reebok, saying, when you turn 55, you will get a $32 million trust. That don't include interest now. So he just gotta make it to 55. He can't be doing no crazy stuff. But I thought that was cool.
So when I used to work for this organization called the National Black Caucus of State Legislators, and we always had conferences around the United States and Virgin Islands. So we had this one particular conference in Indianapolis, and we were getting ready to go to the game. Now, one thing about my mom, she travels for free because, hey, I'm working, you get to stay in my room. And I was on the same floor as Allen Iverson. He was so rude to the children. And even my mama, she wasn't even old back then, but she didn't even know who the dude was. But she was like, whoever that dude is, I'm never going to like him. Ever.
Wow.
He just had like a chip on his shoulder. And this is back in like the early 2000s. And, he used to be the bomb. He literally used to be the bomb. I think he played for the 76ers.
Right.
So I just hope that, maybe he ate a piece of humility pie. No, my mama didn't want your doggone autograph. She was trying to get to her doggone room.
Right.
Yeah. But whoever negotiated on his behalf, this is what he gets in the deal. Let me just read this stuff to you. He would get paid $800,000 per year for the rest of his life. That's one. $800,000 per year. He will continue to earn, this is Reebok, $5 to $10 million per year for the remainder of his professional career. And as I said earlier, Reebok will set aside, and they have $32 million in a trust fund for Allen to inherit on his 55th birthday.
Wow.
Now he got good pension.
Right. Look, he got a damn good pension. Look, that's a damn good pension. That's a damn good pension.
That's right.
Look, we do want to recognize the musical genius, the one and only, the late great Prince. Yesterday was his birthday.
No, day before.
On the 7th.
The 7th.
Yes.
You're right. The 7th was his birthday. Ladies, what do you remember about Prince? What some of your fondest memories about Prince?
Everything. Everything.
There's not one thing you can say your fondest memory of Prince.
Everything. The only regret, I never saw him in concert. I know. Never saw him in concert. And that after he died, Art and Tytheria, I said, anybody I want to see, I'm going to see. Because when Prince passed in 2016, I was devastated. I know exactly where I was when I found out. I was at work. I didn't want nobody to talk to me. They were like, Karen, what's wrong? I said, tell it to the hand. Prince has died. They're like, what are you talking about? I said, I'm going to say it again. Prince has left the building. Leave me the F alone. And I was that serious. So, and that's the one regret I have. I never saw him. So I have wonderful memories of Prince. I love all his music. I saw Purple Rain at least 15 times in my life. So he has more music that's coming out this year. I want to go to Paisley Park in Minnesota to see, So, I just...
Honey, I wish I would have known you back then because...
Well...
I'm the opposite. So I remember the first time Prince was on the American Music Awards when I was a kid. And my mom and dad was in their room. And I wasn't... I'm sorry, y'all. Crucify me. I'm not a big Michael Jackson fan. I just never liked Michael like that. Prince was different. He wore ruffles and heels. I'm like, oh, I love this man. Whatever he is, I love him. So out of my lifetime, I've been to at least 9 concerts. He did 2 days at Rosemont. His drummer's dad died, canceled it, and we came back. He did 3 times at the United Center. He brought some little girl named Tamar here, and we didn't know who the heck she was. But
I remember Tamar.
Remember it was cold. Oh shit! It was cold outside. I used to work for Congressman Rush. He threatened all of us because the whole staff went. He was like, if y'all don't show up for work at 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm fanning all y'all asses. We stayed out all night that next morning. I was sitting at my desk like, remember the doggone Tom and Jerry, the commercial where you have the dog on 2 pieces? But it's Prince, like, right, Candace? I feel like, yes, he's a Gemini, he's the ultimate Gemini, and you cannot stop celebrating Prince. I was listening to Pink Cashmere earlier. It's Prince. He forever. Okay. Michael.
So, real quick, the young lady that you said he brought to town, Tamar. A lot of people used to get her confused with Tamar Braxton, but she was out way before Tamar Braxton. And actually, Tamar was a great singer.
I think she was better. She was a great performer. She was better than Beyonce, but I think because if you saw Tamar perform and see Beyonce, Tamar and I, we the same color. We got that good chocolate melanin in. I think things were railroad for that girl, and not her career didn't take off because that was like 2003 or 2004 when Beyonce came out with like Congressman Rush, Black Panther. That's my fault, all that. But I really do believe that her career just didn't take off because of the Beyonce effect. But Tamar, she could sing, she could dance, she was a little thick girl. She was the bomb.
Yep. She has a song, Beautiful, Loved, and Blessed. With Prince on it. That song is incredible. It is a wonderful song. It really is. All right. Well, Kay Renee, what other direction we finna go in now? Drive the bus.
Let's see. I think let's see. I think we got, let's see. Oh, Ravinia. Let's talk about Ravinia. And as I posted, I said, now hopefully when she comes on September 25th, she better bring her butt on time, because she's notorious for not being on time. John Legend, Marie Osmond's gonna be on Ravinia, The Roots. So they're going to full capacity on August 14th. So y'all get ready.
Let me tell y'all about little Lauryn Hill. So I worked every damn job in the city of Chicago. So I used to work at Northley Island. Any of the concerts that we had, I'm always there at least 4 hours before anything happened. Lauryn Hill was doing her sound check. Sound freaking phenomenal. Did she start the concert on time? Now, mind you, this is probably 4 o'clock in the afternoon. She was there. Everybody smoking what they were smoking. They was chilling. I was sitting like this is like the best thing. You just couldn't record anything. Like, I had access to the best of the best of the best my entire life. And just sitting there watching her. Did she start that shit on time?
No. I just think it's the most fascinating thing ever that you have all these people that would come out to see you. People just adore you, think you're the most amazing thing ever, and you disrespectful with time. That the older I get, that wears me out. If you gonna do something, we gonna do it, and please try to do it in accordance to time. Because to me, wasting people's time is like wasting their money. That's the way I feel about that. Wasting people's time is like wasting their money.
Amen. So that's what's going to be happening at Ravinia. So I'm hoping to get a chance to go to Ravinia at some point this summer. But John Legend, Lauryn Hill, and
Lauryn Hill lace up,
and The Roots lace up, right? And that's bad. You're a performer and you're notorious for being late. What kind of?
It depends. Like her sound was on point at 12 o'clock, or between 10 and 12 that afternoon. But that night, and it was other people that was headlining for her. She just took, like, her band was playing, and she just took her time. Then after that, I just realized I can't go to no more Lauryn Hill concerts because I already know what she's gonna do. But before I left that Sunday, well, it had to be Saturday because I left Sunday morning. Saturday night before I left, I was watching. Remember Dave Chappelle's Block Party?
Mm-hmm.
That was in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Man, just to see, like, that was Lauryn. I don't know what that dude did to her, but between Wyclef Jean and the Marley son, they messed up all her little marbles. All this is gone.
You think so? You think that's what it is?
She wasn't like that before. No, Lauryn was like watching Block Party. She wasn't like that before.
Interesting. I'd be curious to know, is it fame that did that to her, or is it as most people say, the past relationships, or could it be that maybe Lauryn is just somebody that we may not have thought? I always thought in the beginning that Lauryn Hill was very demure, soft-spoken, kind of afraid of her own shadow. And so, it could be that maybe a couple of relationships kind of made her, I don't know, because she had tax issues and, I don't know.
All got tax issues. Like,
right.
Hello, IRS.
Right.
It is what it is.
Right. Amen. Amen. For those of you all that are just joining us, welcome to the Wednesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. Glad that you guys are tuned in on this amazing Wednesday evening. Our co-host extraordinaire is the one and only Miss K. Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge. Yay, she's here hanging out. She's always here. We love and adore her, and we appreciate her. Tonight, we're celebrating the birthday girl.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! She just got back from Greece today. She just landed here in Chicago. We're celebrating her birthday. Plenty of cheers and bubbles and all that great stuff. We have a wonderful relationship expert and book author that will be joining us at the top of the 8 o'clock hour. Right now, we're just talking about a little bit of everything and then some. We just found out about going to the bathroom in Greece. We also are experiencing the effects of jet lag and Ambien. And
I know, but you know what? Once this show goes off, you talk about already took my bath. I'm gonna get my doggone Rihanna facial cleanser and wash all of that. I'm gonna pull this ponytail out so doggone fast and go to sleep.
Well, that'll be you though. But after this show, I have to say, Art knows I'm a Scandal fan when Scandal went off the air, but another wonderful series is about to end, and that's Queen of the South. Tonight is the last night, the series finale, and I'm telling you, oh my goodness, Miss Teresa Mendoza, it's about her coming up being the biggest, the baddest, most popular drug cartel queen of the hemisphere. We watched this woman's character evolve from a money changer in Culiacan, Mexico, to just owning everything and anything. And so tonight is the last episode of Queen of the South, and everybody just like on pins and needles wants to bite their nails, toes, and everything, because Alicia Braga, who plays the antagonist Teresa Mendoza, you see true acting in her the ensemble cast. I even told Art, I said, when I get a dog, I'm gonna name it Pote, because her sidekick, her Sicario, is he's that ride or die. And I said every woman needs a Pote in their life, because Pote. Even the man needs a Pote in their life. You understand? Yeah. He will go to bat for you. And so if you get a chance, anyone, go to Netflix. You can see the first 4 seasons of Queen of the South. But I am excited. I'm saddened. But, it's really good to see great TV, even though it's not on the regular channels, but on cable. But that's one of my favorites. That was my guilty pleasure every Wednesday night.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll have to check that out. That's good to know. I want to talk a little bit about the Queen of Soul, the late great Aretha Franklin.
Yes.
As you guys all
Riri.
know, when I was at WVON Radio, I had the pleasure of interviewing her. Matter of fact, she was coming to Ravinia that year. And
Yes.
Mr. Clarence Waldron, who was her publicist at the time, and he gave me the opportunity to be able to interview her on the radio. And the most fascinating thing ever was, is he was like, okay, Art, I'm working it out for you. I'm trying to make it happen. He was like, when we get the queen, you really just let the queen talk. You can answer, here's some basic questions, things like that. I'm like, man, whatever the queen wants to talk about, I am just honored to be able to talk to the Queen of Soul. And he was able to get her. She was on the show. The Queen talked about everything from taking her grandchildren to go eat like burgers at a fast food place, being a grandmother. What does she do in her spare time? It just probably was the best interview ever. But it's just funny to imagine you go to the local fast food joint and here's Aretha Franklin standing there with her grandkids, ordering a Happy Meal or the combo meal or whatever. It blew my mind. But she was great. Ladies, what are some of your fondest memories of Aretha? And I'm gonna start with you, Kay Renee.
Oh my goodness. Well, I've shared with you and shared with the audience that with Miss Riri, I always thought that she was Auntie Riri to me because my late mother and her could have been twins. In fact, I always tell this story. The reason why my father married my mother was because she resembled Aretha Franklin. But, I've listened to Aretha when I was young, but I think to me, there are two performances that stand out for me. When she performed opera, right? With Luciano Pavarotti, and then at the Kennedy Center Honors, when she was honored, when Carole King was honored, and she played that piano like nobody's business and sang "You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman," and Aretha could do it all, and I'm so looking forward to Jennifer Hudson's portrayal of Aretha in August, Respect. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people keep forgetting, yes, she was the Queen of Soul, but she was a civil rights activist. And let's not forget that. She made sure during that time, the civil rights movement, that money was flowing. Whatever she needed to do, she did. Mm-hmm. So, it's hard. It's still hard to believe, like Prince, that she is gone. But Miss Aretha, Queen Aretha, will never be forgotten. You can listen to a whole plethora of all her music. So those are the two memories that really kind of stand out for me.
Yes. Lady T.
Uh-oh.
Did I lose Lady T?
I think you did. She'll come back.
Okay, let me add her back in.
Oh, there she is.
There you go, baby. There you go. We don't know. We're going to blame it on jet lag.
That's right.
Jet lag. That's going to be my thing tomorrow when I'm at work, like, jet lag.
Right. We're going to blame it on sunshine. We're going to blame it on moonlight. We're going to blame it on good time. We're going to blame it on jet lag. Yes, jet lag.
So my two favorite memories, fondest memories, Karen, you said both of them, like, the Kennedy Center one where so I give you some history. My former boss, he's my favorite boss. His name is Harold Chip Johnson. He was her piano. He played for her before. And he used to always talk about the way how she used to pay people in cash. She ain't going nowhere because you couldn't write Riri a check. You got to give Riri her money in cash. Right. And she paid her people. He said, but you had that money in that damn pocketbook. And to remember the Kennedy Center, she had that damn mink coat on and that pocketbook. I love that one about her. My everything that Aretha Franklin did, I'm looking at my phone over here, and I always traveled. Whenever we travel, my dad is a minister, so we had to listen to sermons. And then whenever I was driving, I think I was driving at the age of 16 or whatever, then I had to listen to James Brown and Aretha Franklin. I know those two people, I could mix a little gospel in it, and then, hit my rock steady, and he won't bother me. But my last memory, which I was on my way to go, where was I going? I was going on a cruise. One of my best friends' family cruise in 2018 when she died? 18, 19? Whatever you said.
2018.
Okay, so 2018, I was in Miami in my hotel room. I was supposed to go to Beyonce's concert. in Miami at the Hard Rock Stadium. Do you know my bus sat in my room and I watched Riri's funeral from the rooter to the tutor? Anybody
Oh,
knew anything about me when what's her name um what's my little girl name Crack Whack when she died? I literally had Whitney Houston. I had my black hat on, my black dress, and I stayed in my room and I went to a funeral. Yes. That's the same thing I did with Riri. And to know, just to like, first of all, anybody that has a funeral and has a change of clothes, I'm like, oh, you are one bad chick. Her casket was off the doggone chain, and she had red bottoms on. Y'all know Riri didn't wear no red bottoms, but she had red bottoms in that doggone casket. And then to see the love and the respect. Even Ariana Grande with her little short little dress on. No, she had a business with no black person funeral. But everything about that funeral just symbolizes Riri. And then to see all those pink Cadillacs lined up.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. So I know Jennifer Hudson is coming out with her version of it, but Cynthia Erivo, I have to give it up for that girl. But her don't even speak our same language. You are doggone English. You England over there. But
she's British, darling. That's British.
That's over there.
British. She's British, darling.
She's from across the pond.
Yeah, she's British.
The girl from across the pond, she nailed that doggone movie. So I can't wait to see two sisters just give it all for Riri. And she deserves it. And
absolutely.
All right, you talking about your interview with Riri. I looked at the one on the plane, looked at the interview that she did with Wendy Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Riri just knew how to treat people. She just knew it. And I love it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And, here's the deal. She never held any punches. She told you what it was. She was very fair, straight, and honest. I'm going to tell you guys the funniest story. The first time I ever came in contact with Aretha Franklin was in Toronto, Canada. A dear friend of mine was the events coordinator for their major department store, much like we have Macy's, Neiman, Saks, things like that. One of their major high-end department stores there had their anniversary, like their 75th or their 50th or whatever. He had invited me, and I was backstage working with him. And as I'm standing backstage, I see Aretha, she comes past, she speaks to everybody. She's really nice. And she had a box, a box with a lock, a chain, and everything, right? And I'm trying to figure out, she all elegant, grand, comes out. Baby, that box was chained to her bag that was on that stage. That was her money in that bag. And she had, baby, Mother, I will never forget that. Mother had that strong arm box sitting right next to her. And when she set that expensive handbag down, baby, you better believe that strong arm was held on to that purse with a chain. You did not play with Mother's money. I know people who have cheated Mother. And that's why Mother play with that money.
She did not play with her money.
She didn't.
That's what Aretha Franklin taught me about this business and money. If nothing else, God rest her soul. But people in this business, absolutely, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Iverson and Riri, they got somebody watching out for them. Don't F with their money.
Oh, absolutely.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. Well, we wish Jennifer Hudson the absolute best. We cannot wait to see what you do with this amazing film. We know that Miss Franklin appointed you and ordained you to do this.
She did.
Jennifer Hudson been looking so great lately, Chicago's very own, and we are just excited to see what this film will be about. Ladies, I do have a question before we move on. Now, will her film be released in theaters, or will it go?
Get out my brain! I was just about to
yes, it will be.
That's what's gonna bring Black folks back to the movies.
It will. It will be released in the movie theaters and HBO Max. I think they're gonna do both. Okay. So
let me tell you the reason why I'm hesitant. Yes, I got on the plane. I don't know what 200 people on the plane. I still had my mask on. Going to a movie theater is like terrifying me. So even I know I'm weird. So Cruella de Vil, when she came out, I was so mad at Disney. After y'all know I paid $100 to keep Disney Plus, and they charged me $30 to see Cruella de Vil to come on when she came on the other night, last weekend. Don't get me wrong. I was so mad because I paid for it, but it was so good. I mean, I just did not feel comfortable going into a movie theater. Don't ask questions. Don't ask, don't tell. Yes, I get my ass on a plane. I travel all over the world. I'm just not that comfortable to sit at the movie theater. Leave me alone. I already said it.
No, you know what though? I can understand. One of my besties, and I think I mentioned this on the show in March. One of her girlfriends, she treated her to a movie experience, and we were the only people in the theater. We had, our food delivered. We had wipes. It was a great experience. So don't be too scared, sweetie.
Because on the plane, you can't get on that plane unless you have your doggone COVID test and shot.
Right.
It's a different. And when this shit open up, I'm sorry I said shit. After day after tomorrow, because I know I'm not gonna be one of those people. Like I watched Instagram when I was out of town. I saw all those colored people on 75th Street jumping on cop cars, which I did not believe it was real, but apparently it really was real. I'm like, I'm not ready. Nobody had no mask on. Everybody know how much I love Lala. I'm the Lala queen. I'm not ready for that multitude of people knowing that they're just out there like that. It's a new variant that was on TV today. It's called
Delta variant.
The Delta is more contagious than the shit that was already over in India.
Yeah, I know.
So, me personally, yes, I got this nice little card that sits here that I just put back up once I got off the plane. But no.
Well, let me say this about the movie theater thing. Being a former flight attendant, I told you guys every time I was on the plane, the air quality is amazing. You can definitely tell that they're using better air filters. The air circulation is better. I know the scent of an airplane. I used to be able to smell nothing but jet fuel and coffee when I was a flight attendant. But flying during this pandemic, it felt as if the air was very clean. I didn't find myself coughing, any of those things. A movie theater, on the other hand, I really do question that because you have so many strangers that come in a movie theater. I'm wondering how often would they wipe the back of the seats down, the headrest, so in a situation of me going to a movie theater, just like any other place I go, I try to go early. So I would now be the matinee person. I now would be the first person in the theater. Same way with high-end restaurants that I know that will get very busy. I'm now doing the 4:30 lunch day or dinner reservation. Just so I know I'm getting in these places fresh, clean, and I can get in and out. So that's just my take on that.
But when you got a big venue like a Lollapalooza, I mean, I don't think the average individual, unless you are music heads and people like Lala's for young people. I didn't experience Lala young. I experienced Lala in my 30s. And that environment where there's people from all over the freaking world.
Yes.
How do they know? And there's too many people. Remember, I got Joanne the Scammers in my family. So I know they know how to recreate that doggone CDC card. And they're
absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
And then just here, like I said, I had two friends while I'm over in, on that boat trip, calling me and was like, I got COVID. I'm like, as soon as let me get my butt back in the house, on States Ground, I'm sending you stuff that I know that you're going to need because it's really rough out here. So I'm pumping those little breaks on that. That's all right.
Well, ladies, let's table all of that. We're going to welcome our next guest in just a few moments. For those of you all that are just joining us, welcome to the Wednesday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. So glad to be here with you guys on this beautiful Wednesday. Don't forget, it is our Friday. We're now on summer days. We're here Monday through Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. June is Pride Month. June is Black Music Month, Men's Health Awareness. It's Gemini season. With the state of Illinois opening back up this coming Friday, that also means it is booty call season again. We put a kibosh on all of that because of COVID-19. And so to help us tonight to keep from getting in a quandary, not knowing what to do, give us some great relationship advice is the author of a wonderful new book, Starlight, Star Bright. Where in the heck is Mr. Right? I like all of that. I really, really do. Our next guest chronicles the stories of over 200 first dates before she found Mr. Right. She's a dating expert. I've been doing a little research about her. I think she's going to be perfect for us tonight so we can talk about this whole thing of dating, and she will help us to kick off our series of dating experts to help us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Miss Denise Lizette. Yay!
Yay!
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Denise.
I'm great. How's everyone? So nice to see everyone. Happy birthday. For birthday, Lady T. That's amazing. Exactly. Cheers if I had something. So I'm a birthday fan. So I love to celebrate everyone's birthday. So happy birthday to you.
Beautiful.
Thanks for having me.
Denise, it is an honor and a pleasure to have you here with us this evening. Thank you so much. Lady T actually flew in from Greece today. Did you hear she went to Greece and had 4 marriage proposals in Greece? Denise, come on now.
That's impressive.
That's magic.
Yeah, when you got it, you got it. What are you going to do, right?
I got to go back.
Why not? What did not invite you to go back, right?
No, the guy who was over our Airbnb, he like literally sent Sarita a text message and was like, "How's my wife? Did she enjoy her flowers? I have to show you guys the flowers." I actually brought my flowers back. We were going through customs. I'm like, my husband gave me these flowers in Greece. I have to bring them back. They let me get them taken.
I love it. Oh my God, that's outstanding.
She's jet lagged. Denise, do us a favor.
Yeah, I heard that
yourself. Tell everybody who you are and how you got started, and we're going to get back to jet lag in just a second. Go right ahead.
All right. No, that sounds wonderful. First and foremost, thank you so much for having me today. I'm very honored to be here, and it's your Friday, right? And a birthday. So, wow, this is like quite the day. But I'm very honored to be here, and I think we're going to have a fun time today talking about all things dating. And I love that it's National Sex Day, too. That's hilarious. And so I'm like, this is all very serendipity, we'll call that, or synchronicity, whatever you want to say. I'm Denise Lizette. I am an author. Before I'm an author, this is the first book I've ever published. But before being an author, I love being. It's very liberating, as you very much know, okay, Renee.
Yes.
And it's not, it's not as easy as it looks, right?
Nope.
And so, the one thing about my book, obviously, as you said, I chronicled all the first dates I've had in my whole life, and this started. When I was 18 years old. I used to journal all the time when I was a kid, and it was just my therapeutic way to walk through life. And I started, journaling these men that I was going out with, and just whatever happened, I just clearly just like mind dumped into whatever it was. And then after a while, I was like, I wonder how many of these dates it'll take before I get married. I wonder how many dates this will take before I don't know whatever happens, right? And so then I decided to make a new journal all of its own. So this book has been in the makes for 30 years because that's how old I am. And so, not 30, but I mean 30 years of dating. I wish I was 30, but no. Anyways, to go back and do it all over again would probably do a lot well with the lessons of which I've learned. But anyways, that really is where this kind of went. But in the meantime of my life, I've had an HR career for a long time. I've had a real estate career for a long time. Clearly, I love people. I do claim that I'm a self-proclaimed sociologist. As you were in the airport, Lady T, a couple times probably in the past, 2 weeks or whatever, I could just sit there all day and watch people. Observing people and kind of working with people and helping people is just totally my thing. And I'm very blessed to also say that after publishing this book, there's been a beginning of a natural evolution to doing some kind of what I call real life coaching, meaning that we're talking about real stuff. We're not talking about, I don't think this is okay in my life. It's like, why is that not okay? Let's get deep about these kinds of things and really learn from your life and be responsible for your life. So that's kind of who I am in a nutshell, and kind of where I've been, where I'm at, and where I'm going, which I'm very excited about and I feel very blessed about. So yeah, that's me.
Well, as I was reading your information and your research, I said, oh my God, Denise really can help anybody who's looking for a relationship, because like even the first question, how can I see through the it's too good to be true first date behavior. I mean, you know, Lady T has me excited and want to run off to Greece and find my boo thing. I'll take K Renee so she can find her boo thing. But that first date, this is too good to be true. We've all been in that situation, Denise.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work, and why do we get caught up in that first date?
You know, I think the beauty of us all is getting caught up in the first date. There's a lot to be said for that still, and I don't want to diminish that in saying you should be cautious. I think that the biggest part of our lives is that we need to know who and what it is that we really want, and then we need to watch and observe, and we need to participate with curiosity, and then we need to kind of figure out, like, what really is this? Like, I kind of talk about, like, when you have that first date, how did this date come about? How did you get to the first date, right? Was it too fast? Was it too slow? Was it just right? Those are all those things that kind of build that momentum of excitement, or, I think I'm going, but I'm not really sure, right? I mean, we've all done that too. So we've just been like, we'll see what happens. But I think that those things are really important to have that excitement. But then when you get there, I think it's important to, like I said, listen with curiosity and then really hear what they're saying. When we get so caught up in that excitement, we unfortunately convince ourselves that this is amazing and amazing and amazing. And then sometimes we feel, okay, maybe that's not really the case. The other part to me that I think is very important is after you have that first date, I say the time between the dates is as important, if not more important, of what's happening than I see you going, than the actual date itself. Because seriously, you know, someone can be on and perfect that first time in our minds, right? In their minds, in our minds, in everybody's mind. And then what happens during the middle? Do we go to the text that says, hi, nothing else? Like, what is that? Like, I don't know what that is. That's like a salutation. It's a greeting. It's not even a conversation. And so, but is that where we go to, or does it become that person who's, you know what? I really wish I saw you yesterday. Well, then you should have called me. Right? So don't do that. So I think the excitement's great, and I don't want to diminish anything, because I think dating should be exciting, and I think you should be looking forward to your dating, and you should go into that first date with a great mindset. Positive, upbeat, not bitter about what has happened in our life, because things have happened, and bring your best self there. But then you watch, and then you prove out, is this person really this person, or is this person saying something, or I say, like, we're all figments of our own imagination. I mean, me included. And you know, and so they bring their figment of imagination. We bring our figments of imagination to a date. And then it's for us to be authentic, and it's for them to be authentic, and there's no guarantee. So that's the tough part of that. So I just think I kind of look at it as, in some ways, like a little Goldilocks kind of a thing, and it's a little goofy way. Is it too fast, too slow, or just right? Is it too wow? Is it too boring, or is it just right? Right? Because there's, you know, sometimes when you are swooped up in it, it is too wow. And I chronicle, I have what I call the good ones in my book. I have a lot of funny dates. So I have a good date or a good story. All my dates are good stories. We keep it positive. And so, but the good ones are people who I really thought was going to be someone significant in my life. Some of them were significant in my life. One was my ex-husband. But some of them were total whirlwinds. And it's not that they weren't authentic. It's just I got caught up.
Oh, interesting. K Renee, I've seen your eyebrows go up a couple of times. Denise has put a lot out there on our plates. So ladies, let's take a tiny bite of what she said so far, because I have some other questions for her. Okay. But what do you feel so far, K Renee? I think she pretty much summed it up, but it's kind of interesting yet still.
She hit the nail on the head. I mean, for the fact that something her and I have in common. I always say I'm happily divorced, and I'm okay with that. But also, I want to add that when you're in that excitement mode, you've got to ask the right questions and hear the response. So I think, because we all get excited that first date. But, if you don't ask the right questions, that's how you can get caught up. And so,
I was going to say, I mean, to not add to what they're saying, right? Like, I think our minds, we want the answer of whatever it is. We want answer X.
Exactly.
And so when they give us sort of X, sometimes we decide, oh, so X. It was so X, and it wasn't. You know what I mean? So, I think we have to work on our own, make sure we're ingesting the honest portion of that conversation. Yeah.
Very good.
Exactly.
Lady T, what do you think so far?
No, I think she hit the nail on the head. I mean, I always say you got to have courageous conversations. Sometimes, the first date, I'm the hopeless romantic. So, of course, my first date, I'm like, oh, my God, I got to pick up my wedding dress and my ring. This is where we're going.
Well, you did get amazing flowers. We're going to see them soon.
Here they go.
Holy cow.
Oh, wow. They're gorgeous. Yeah.
Outstanding.
Oh, those are beautiful. Those are beautiful.
And it had fur on it.
Well done. Well done, our Greek man.
And got fur for me. Like, I love fur. So,
oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so you got to have courageous.
I want to talk about, if I could real quick, I just have had 2 friends tell me that they were doing the online dating, thought that they had met the person of their dreams. I've had a gay male friend recently have this happen. I've just had a well-seasoned female friend, that this happened to her. How do we protect ourselves and know when somebody is fake or not when it comes to online dating? Can you help us with that too?
Yeah, I think Lady T was hitting on the head. You have to have those courageous conversations, and you have to have those courageous questions. And sometimes people will talk about like, well, do you need to be brutally honest? And I say you don't need to be brutally honest. Like brutal's bad. Brutal's, but you need to be clear and honest and clear about what you're looking for, and then make sure your answer, you get an answer that is clear. So many times people, I think online, you can, right? You're behind a screen, you're typing stuff out. You can be vague, right? You can just say a little bit of this, and then, our minds take it the rest of the way. And so that's where I think we really need to have clear conversations that are honest and really listen to those answers, really ask those great questions. And when you get that vague answer, it's that open-ended question. But tell me more about that. Or what does that look like to you? So that you really can see more. Because when people are called to the table and they're fake, they can't do a thing. I mean, they're going to cower. They're going to be like, oh, why do you say that? Why do I have to be all specific? We don't need to go into that. Okay. Anybody who's putting those defenses up, see ya.
Bye.
Right. You know what I mean? You don't need that. I mean, you're asking an honest question. You just want an honest answer. There is no wrong answer. There's your answer. And that's all you're asking for. And sure, that you will make determinations on people's answers, but it's not detrimental. It's not mean. It's just a matter of, I asked you a clear question. Please give me a clear answer. I'm going to give you a clear answer. Yeah. So I do. I think that's the way on the online piece. You do have to field things out. And again, that communication style and the, good morning, gorgeous, or, whatever those things are that people just do. And some people will call that breadcrumb, or some people will call that just whatever. It's just, to me, I'm always like, there's got to be more to this conversation than, hi, how's your day? And then flat, I need, I'm a talker. You can tell. I need you to talk with me.
Yes. Oh, no, I'm with you 100%, Denise, because I'm annoyed by text messages. I think it's okay for you to text me, hey, don't do the hey, good morning, gorgeous. That's played, y'all. I don't care who it is. But hey, good morning. How you doing this morning? What's going on? What's on your agenda today? Something like that. And then I do love stimulating conversation from whoever I want to be in a relationship with. If you're not a communicator, then I'm going to have a problem. We were laughing about this last night that, Kay Renee appreciates someone whose linguistic skills are at a certain level. And what was your comment, Kay Renee, yesterday that I thought was so cute? What was it that you said?
Well, the gentleman I dated, and I called him, I'm the queen of acronyms that people know me as. So I gave him an acronym called SHIP. And I said, you're my ship. He said, what's that? I said, you're my silver-haired Irish provocateur. He was like, what? And you can see the look on his eyes. He was like, what is provocateur? I said, sweetie, look it up. And then when he looked it up, he was like, oh my God. So I because I'm a writer as well, so I love the English language. So, and I say that to a man when we have conversations. So if you come back at me saying, what's up, we're gone. Next.
Exactly.
So.
You can only live on the surface for so long. I gotta go in, and I'm like that with all my relationships. I mean, even my friendships. I'm like, okay, we're too surface. I'm out.
Right. Don't get caught up in that. Lady T, you okay over there? You is the jet lag setting in, baby?
I know. So weird.
Huh?
No, I agree with her. I mean, no, jet lag has not set in yet, but I know I am definitely going to sleep tonight in my own bed.
You are. You're like just on adrenaline. You're just rolling with adrenaline.
Yeah. Ever since I got off, I'm like, okay, we're just gonna keep this train going. And I thought I'd get sleepy after I got off the bathtub, but no, that was like an extra shot. Like, okay, here we go. Let's keep rolling with it.
Wow.
And the great
I do want to find out, how has this pandemic changed dating? We all know, the work from home is working for people. I'm not necessarily looking to rush back into a bar or a club to meet someone. Yeah. We just talked about the online dating. But in your opinion, how has this pandemic changed dating?
I think that it's changed dating in some ways where people had to stay home, right? Well, obviously we all had to stay home. So in staying home, people did different things, right? Some people really got into themselves, right? Really kind of refined who they were, what they wanted out of life, because they had the time and the space to think about it. And they took that time and space. So I think we're going to have kind of like, unfortunately, like our world is right now, a little bit extreme one way, extreme the other way, is that we have people who are going to go out there and put themselves out there in a very honest, authentic way, better than they ever have, because they're going to be truthful. They're going to be confident in who they are because they've decided who they are. And they've come to understand who that person is, and they're going to go into this go into a new relationship. I think during COVID, it was kind of neat to see the creativity that people did. I mean, the video dates, things like that. I got to say, a lot of that, none of that. Just like when I first started dating, there was no online dating. So like then there was online dating. Like, wow, what is this thing? And so now we go to the next level of that. Now, nothing I think in dating, because it's such an intimate relationship, literally, physically, all of those things. Can you really replace that person to person, that true meet kind of a thing? But I think the video dating has brought a new aspect to getting to know someone via online in maybe a safe and secure way. I think that people have gotten to a point where we are in the habit of being home, and so some people are going to be a little skittish going out. They're not going to feel as comfortable as they used to, where they would be like, yeah, no problem, let's go do this, let's go do that. They may be a little bit more hesitant. And then I think we all have our COVID comfort level, right? Some people are just, let's go, right? I mean, Chicago's opening up, right? It could be crazy town. And I mean, it's always a fun town, but it could be crazy. And that for some people who want that, or who find that, that's what I would say is the opposite side of the person who's been introspective during this time. The opposite side is that person is pent up, ready to rock and roll, and whatever rock and roll means to them. And they're going to go out there and just go a little wild, or a lot wild, whatever they decide. And that's going to be the dangerous one for the one who's just done all this work on themselves and figured out who they are. And then they're going to find that person who's going to be like just the player of all time, and using them or doing whatever it is. So I think we have again a level of polarity in this right. as we're coming out of it. And I hope that I don't know the statistic obviously, but I hope that we have more people who took the time to be introspective, to really figure out who it is that they want and what they want in their life, why they want a relationship in their life. Because figuring out that you don't want a relationship is just as important to figure out if you do want one. Right. And it's okay not to.
Amen. That's right.
So okay. Yep. It's so okay to take a beat, regroup, stop, whatever. It's totally fine.
I think we just live. Stop trying to put themselves in boxes and like, okay, I need to be in a relationship. I want to find a husband. It's called live. Enjoy life. And if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. If it doesn't, shit, have fun while you're doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And be honest about that. And there's no shame in that. Like people find like you're saying, there's like this stereotype of, well, we have to be with, I have to go to a wedding and I have to have a date. You don't have to have a date. Do you know how many weddings I've gone to without a date? And I've had a damn good time at all those weddings. And so,
But I bet you left that wedding with a number or a date.
I could have a couple times. I think I did.
Look, because Denise is fine, y'all. Denise is beautiful. She is. She's beautiful. So yes, wow.
Thank you.
Well, the one thing that I've noticed is that like a lot of the younger people, I noticed a lot of young people that went to prom by themselves, or the younger demographic, they don't look at relationships like we do. I think we were raised. You have to have a mate, you have to have a partner, whatever the case may be. Where this younger demographic, a lot of them consider themselves asexual. I've had a lot of my friends tell me that their children, younger, teens and mid-teens and early 20s, that they like both sexes now. That it's very common for them to like both sexes.
Right. Fluid
sexuality. Fluid,
Yeah, I agree with like the proms and so. I mean, I pretty much think when I went to prom, I mean, this is over 30 years ago, that you had to have a date. So you know what I mean? So that's how different things are now, which is a beautiful thing because it does allow for people to be who they are and be who they are when they are where they are. Right? I mean, you don't have to. You can be in a relationship when you want to be in a relationship. When it presents itself, when the right person is there for you to engage with and connect with and have an intimate relationship with, it's the right timing. That's the timing is when the person arrives. When you arrive and the person arrives.
The one thing that this pandemic has taught me is that I have a friend that is a conversation friend, a mental friend for me. And this friend has actually filled the gap and void of a lot of the other shenanigans and foolery that we oftentimes partake in. The Friday night, meeting somebody, hanging out, all of that. When you have somebody that is mentally in tune with you, it makes a difference. And I think that a lot of women are just not getting the mental stimulation that they so want. Not that they don't want the sex, but they also want that mental stimulation. Am I right about that, Denise?
I absolutely agree with that. I mean, it's just and I do think it is more slanted to women than it is to men, whatever that means it is. But I'm sure there's other people who are just the same way. But no, I think it's just true. I think we just want more. And like you say, like you're saying, you're having this connection with this person that is really strong, and you enjoy this conversation. You want to hear what they have to say. You want their opinion. You might not agree with everything they say, but boy, do you really respect where their mind is. Honestly, I don't think there's much more sexy than a beautiful mind, than a mind that's working, a mind that's curious, a mind that's like engaged with me. Like that's gorgeous to me. Absolutely.
What wasn't that a movie called that Beautiful Mind? I thought that was a movie out there like that.
But that beautiful man was a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
But it had the right intention. No. Exactly.
But you definitely want a person that would just stimulate your mind. And it was a rap song that was by Goody Mob. It was called Beautiful Skin. And the way how he was talking to the female made you more stimulated with his words than, any type of apparatus that he may have. So it's all about, if you get to the brain, hey, you got
everything out. That's right.
Yeah. And, like you were saying that, this is more maybe geared towards a woman. But the gentleman that I date, we had this big conversation the other day talking about, how sometimes we are just really attracted to each other talking, like when he's talking about his work or I'm talking about my work or something like that. There's just moments that we have together that we find each other so attractive in just a conversation that has nothing to do with love per se. It has to do with who and what our mind is.
Yes,
that's right.
Intelligence is very sexy for men, right?
Yes.
Hey, Denise, I saw Denise earlier today. I love Denise. That's my good friend, and I actually told her to make sure she watched tonight because I had, another Denise coming on. So
there you go. We like Denise's.
Yes, we do. Well, Denise, you have just been a wonderful guest this evening. Please give
Thank
us your
you.
closing thoughts. Tell us how we can get your book. And then last but not least, you got the promise that you'll come back and hang out again with us.
I absolutely would. I would love to. That would be absolutely terrific. I want to thank you all. This has been amazing. It's been a great little half hour. We've been chit-chatting. If you want to find my book, you can find my book at deniselizette.com. If you want to schedule a free 20-minute life coaching call, you can find that at deniselizette.com also. My book is also on Amazon. So those are the two places to find that. And I just want to say thank you so very much. I enjoyed all my time with you. You're all so lovely. And I was listening to your whole platform earlier, and the positivity and the vibe that you guys have is just spot on. So thank you. Very, very happy with you.
Thank you.
And I'd love to come back. So call me anytime.
All right. Well, we appreciate you so much. You've been just such a great guest, first-time guest on the show. You fit in just like family. I'm going to let each one of the ladies say their goodbyes to you. Of course, we start off with the queen, Miss K. Renee, and then we'll go to the birthday girl. Right, there's an hierarchy here. You know what I'm saying? The bottom box is the queen. The middle box is it's a whole, I got a whole issue going on.
Lady T is definitely the queen of today because she's got her birthday. But yeah.
Of course.
Renee is
Go ahead, K. Renee. Go right
Oh my goodness. Denise, thank you so much for your positivity, your authenticity, and just your energy. And, I'm hoping the next time you come back, we're going to talk about this wonderful man out of 200, I won't say frogs, but you found your king. So hopefully the next time you come back, I want you to tell us the journey, how you met your king.
I'd love to share that. I would love to share that. It's a wonderful story. He's a wonderful man.
Yeah. Lady T, go right ahead with your farewell.
Thank you so much, Denise. You are such a positive joy and energy. I loved everything that you were talking about, and we definitely need to have those courageous conversations. And I think a lot of things will be, alleviated if individual just let you know, hey, I'm fucked up. This is what it is. So now you know what? You're not one person I need to be with, but bye.
Exactly. You can always deal with the truth, no matter what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's
Absolutely.
right. I cannot agree
Thank
more.
you all.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. You actually got great feedback. Denise
Yes.
said, great. Hello. Great show. Yeah, this was excellent. You did a great job. Denise, stay well, much success and good luck to you. And we look forward to having you back on again. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you. Blessings.
All right.
Bye.
Expert and author, Denise Lizette. Yay. .com for more information. We love you. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Incredible.
Oh my goodness.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Wasn't
me
that good?
too. Absolutely.
She was amazing. She was phenomenal.
Yes, she was.
All right, boy. Yes. All right. Let's get everybody back in their order here. I feel like we in romper room. Right. I'm gonna move this one to that box, and then we're gonna move to that box.
You said the rumble room. Why did I see a guy? It's on Sarita's phone. He has a Funky Buddha Lounge T-shirt on in Greece.
Oh, you're kidding me!
I said, it was a Funky Buddha in Chicago. He was like, that's where I got the shirt from.
Full circle moment.
Absolutely. Well, okay. So now, ladies, I'm telling you, that's why the Urban Global Traveler Series is really getting ready to be everybody's favorite show.
Yes.
I am retracing a lot of my steps on this Traveler Series. I'm a former flight attendant, pretty much been all over the world. And now I am going back as an older person, as someone with a disability. I'm going back as somebody who has some influence now, and I'm going to go and look to see what these places have to offer for me, you, everybody, so that people who have never traveled or not comfortable, like the toilet paper situation, that's really important. What if we took a group of people to Greece and they didn't know?
And they didn't tell you that. We didn't plan that. Of course, my mom would send me a text message and was like, you can't flush the toilet paper. I'm like, how? We had a nice packet, and it was right here. Well, it was right over here somewhere. But it was a packet of telling you everything that you can and cannot do within the house. And if you flush toilet paper down that toilet, guess who's going to be responsible?
You are.
So
Wow.
yeah, I'm
Right.
gonna do that. We're gonna have somebody clean our toilet. Clean it.
They even sell RV toilet paper. Like they even sell toilet paper.
Right, because it's supposed to be like a biodegradable, something just like it's like cheap toilet paper. Like if you're gonna do it, but then you got people like me that likes to roll your boat and then wipe. So yeah, I'm gonna mess up the sewer system down here.
You see somebody blowing the horn. You see somebody blowing the horn. They agreeing with you. Just wiping, just rolling.
Oh goodness!
You supposed to take toilet paper and just pull one little sheet off and dab.
Now we're doing number 2. Are you kidding me? Oh man! No.
That's why they have bidets, and that's another thing. A lot of folks not familiar with bidet.
Right? I don't have a bidet either, but I love bidets because I dated a man. He was German with a French last name, lived here, God rest his soul, but he had a beautiful home in Mount Prospect. And when we kicked it, whenever I needed to step away, he was like, baby, why are you taking so long? Because I'm in this bidet, god dog.
It's not too hot. It's like the best temperature, and you can sit there like
yes. Oh. Yes, I gotta have a bidet. Love bidets.
Y'all
love bidets.
Y'all are hot mess.
So they do say this the thing at Costco. You can change your toilet to a bidet, but I don't want that water. I want the bidet water that you sit on the bidet. Not the no, I want the separate.
I saw that, and I don't think my water pressure is enough for me to be satisfied, because I did see that, and I'd have to have an electrical outlet put in by my toilet.
Yeah,
but I did. It is, and so all right. Oh, we've talked about a lot of stuff tonight, you all.
Yes, we have.
Those of you all that are just joining
guess what?
us.
I did some texting to people like, it's National Sex Day. Bam, bam, bam.
Yes, it is. It's National Sex Day. It is. So, and we all know that booty call season will be opening back up this coming Friday here in Chicago.
It never left.
It never closed.
Right. We are a health and wellness show, so we do want to remind you guys to please wrap it up. Know your HIV and AIDS status. Make sure you get tested for sexually transmitted diseases. And then we want to just remind everybody we're not through with this pandemic yet. My mask tonight says smile, because we're celebrating a birthday. We're celebrating Kay Renee being co-host for 1 year. We're celebrating safely making it back from Greece from her weekend jaunt in Greece.
It wasn't even a weekend. It was 47 hours.
I love you. That reminds me of my flight attendant days. See, I'm telling you, you really could be a flight attendant, because we used to get it in like that.
I think I want to do it. And that's how, like, majority of the flight attendants I've met over the years, especially, I can't remember his name. He worked for Southwest. He was on, that last flight get you in like 12:58. Man, he was like, where you going? I'm like, I don't know. Hit the strip. We went to the doggone bar. We went to Tao. He was probably one of the funnest is not a word, dudes I've ever met, like a flight attendant. And we just kick it. Like, he just needed that extra. He said, you got all the energy I need. I'm like, boo, let's get it in. We'd be like coming in 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning from partying in Vegas.
I used to lay over in Rio for 48 hours. I used to have layovers in Rio for 48 hours. And I did that for 6 months straight. Every other weekend I was in Rio, and the layovers would be 48 hours.
I forgot I had his number. It's SWA.
Lord have mercy. Get that boy's number off here for everybody be trying to call him. Right. You are a mess. You are a mess and a half.
It's a birthday. That's what you do. Oh, speaking of what I'm birthday, this little bubbly sangria, I just got it from Cooper's Hawk. Apparently, I had like 12 bottles that I didn't pick up forever. So this is their new blood orange pineapple. This is
really, and it's sparkling.
I've been sparkling. Hello, do you not see the bubbles?
Really? I was wondering if. Oh my God! Okay, I'm gonna have to try that.
And it smells so refreshing. You can smell the orange and the pineapple. It's
nice.
So refreshing.
Oh my God!
Okay. Time at Cooper's
Hawk. Okay.
But I was like,
so I'm getting ready to try to figure something out while we talking. So keep
Okay.
talking while I try to figure out how to put my event information up there, and then keep us on the screen as well too.
But I need to also let you know with when we did the cruise, I did a 3-day cruise to the various islands in Greece. First of all, Greece ain't nothing but full of oh yes, that's the 13th. I gotta buy my ticket.
No, it's Sunday, honey. This coming Sunday.
It's also
and you blocked out.
Birthday. So I have to go to my nephew's birthday, and then that's from the south suburbs, and then I gotta go to the city. But as long as y'all move to 8 o'clock, I'll be there at 7.
Okay.
Wait. I'm so proud of me. Look, I done figured this out. Okay.
You sure did.
I done figured it out. Okay, go on, Chat Daddy.
Go Chat
Daddy.
Go Chat Daddy.
Go Chat Daddy. Go. Wait. Here, I can even do it like this, K. Renee, so that you're not blocked out. Wait a minute. Boy, I'm becoming a real TV network here. Move. Okay, did she move? Look, I didn't talk about
Watch
it. Look, slide to the side, girl.
Oh, there we go.
You blocked yourself.
Okay, now wait. Okay, I need to come over here. Okay, here we are.
I see the mic.
Okay,
come
so
on, come on.
Y'all just hear my voice. Just hear my voice. Okay, so this coming Sunday, June 13th, is the 26-year anniversary of the original Real Deal Relationship Chat. I've had the honor of 11 people getting married as a result of coming to the chats over the years.
Yes.
I cannot guarantee you'll find a man, but I guarantee you it'll be some of the most stimulating conversation, great music, wonderful food. We're having the event at Teriyaki Madness, which is 829 South Wabash. Everybody who has bought a ticket will get detailed instructions on how to park, all that great stuff, the nearest bus lines, everything that you'll need to know. Once you purchase your ticket, you will be getting an email. The event is a day party. It's from 4 to 8. Come, hang out, have a great time. Each paid admission will receive a small entree and a beverage. We'll also, wink, wink, have an adult beverage there for purchase. Wink, wink. Lemonade and iced tea. And then we're going to have just a lot of fun. It'll be a great way for people to come out if you've been stuck in the house. This whole pandemic, the city is opening back up. Teriyaki Madness has wonderful air conditioning, plenty of space, large clean washrooms, and you will have a great, great time. I promise you that. So now get your smartphone or your tablet out, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to put up how you can purchase your ticket. All you have to do is open the camera on your smartphone or your tablet. And even if you can't come Sunday and want to buy a ticket and support, send somebody, that would be great. We have no problems with that. All you have to do is stand right there. Do you see it? Wait. See, that's how that works, baby. That's how that works. And you have to do that to purchase each ticket that you want to receive. That's how that works. Look at that, baby. Look up there. Easy, simple, secure.
If you hit pay, that's Apple Pay, then you got it.
That's right. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. So all you do is scan this code with your smartphone or your tablet, and you will be in the place to be on Sunday, 4 to 8. Beautiful experience, great time. We all gonna love on each other, dance, enjoy, and have fun, and hope to see everybody there. I really do on Saturday. Sunday, the 13th. Yeah. On Saturday is my next installment of Chat Daddy Helps You to Build Your Brand, and it's all about whether you're a book author, chef, maybe a non-for-profit organization, and you want to know how to put yourself out there, how to get the attention that you need and deserve. Everybody now to me is a star. What's so funny is Denise Lizette that was just on with her. She's starting out in this field and becoming, a noted relationship expert, right? She's brand new to this. And so everybody can learn to be what they want to be. And so my class is Saturday at 11 a.m. What time, K. Renee?
11 a.m. sharp.
Sharp. Don't be late. Don't be late. I don't play. Sharp.
That's right. Sharp.
And Criteria, you actually was a student in my class in the webinar. Can you share your opinion again?
I had an amazing time in your class. I was a part of the inaugural class. I learned about posting to social media, I learned about making sure that your information is clear when you are promoting your ideas. I learned how to um, deliver my elevator speech in under 2 minutes, which is criteria, and I talk a lot. So to bring everything down, making sure you're clear, concise, um, diverting people to your website so they can get more information, and really just hit those top three things that you're able to do. So I do appreciate Chat Daddy and everything I learned in your series. Now, mind you, the only reason I was late because I was doing laundry. So guys, just don't do your laundry. Wait after.
Wait after, right. Hey, Renee, my dear, you always give a great testament about the event. Go right ahead.
All I got to say is, even though Art calls it a webinar, it's truly a master class. He is very authentic in what he shows you. And not only you learn everything that Tytheria mentioned, after the class, he gives you a 30-minute consultation because you got homework to do, ladies and gents, even after the class. So once you do your homework, he will come and critique lovingly. There's some things that you may have to tweak, but definitely it's beneficial. And I can tell you just by after having the class, I have learned so much, and he's helped me tweak my 60-second message. So definitely this is the time, ladies and gents. We're still in the pandemic, but invest in yourself.
Yes.
And how do you invest in yourself? By attending Art's class, Insider Secrets to Successfully Building Your Brand, this coming Saturday, June the 12th at 11 a.m. sharp. Art does not don't do late, ladies and gents, so get there on time.
Well, here's the deal. It's all virtual.
Yes.
So you can be much like me, cute from the belly button up. And right, I ain't going to make you stand up. I'm just going to critique some things, but right, be cute from the belly button up and be alert, be alive, and it's virtual, and you'll have a great time in that. And I'm always there for you if you need help. That's all about, the service that I'm providing to help people to be better at what they need to do. All right, boy, oh boy, K. Renee, we need a nugget from you. Birthday girl, we need a closing message from you. We'll go with K. Renee and her nugget of knowledge. Go right ahead, my dear. We need a delicious.
All right, this is Wise Words Wednesday, and here's some wise words. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. So learn to master you.
For more information on mastering you, it's Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge.com, Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge.com. And with this being National Sex Day, if you don't have nobody, masturbate yourself. That's kind of the cold. Yeah, wouldn't that kind of go with what you said? Yeah, that
absolutely.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to check and make sure.
Absolutely.
Because I think that's what I heard. I heard master yourself.
That's right.
Yourself.
It's true power. It's true power. How about that?
Parents nuggets of knowledge, baby. Parents nuggets of knowledge. What y'all thought? What the hell did y'all think? Parents nuggets of knowledge. National Sex Day. Master yourself. And do it, look, and accordingly.
That's right.
Okay, so orderly and accordingly. All right.
All in order.
All in order. All right, birthday girl, the floor is all yours. We are so glad you're back. The sun has set in your background. You know what? That's probably why the sun set in your background.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it did. It's telling me like, okay, sundown, get your butt to sleep.
Right.
But I'm Tytheria, and I am so happy and privileged to at least celebrate my birthday, but celebrate my life journeys and excursions with you guys. I appreciate Chat Daddy so much, and K. Michelle, K. Renee. My final thought: live life, enjoy it. I'm blessed to be exposed and have the means to travel. And what people don't know about me, I really travel on a budget. I try my best not to spend money because I really want to enjoy. I want to enjoy life, and I just want to enjoy the experiences. So my only words to people: enjoy life. Life is too short. I guarantee you, when I die, you don't have to worry about anybody saying, she did not live, because basically on my headstone was like, she loved, she lived, she's dead.
Right. Amen.
That's right.
Amen.
That's right.
Amen. I couldn't agree more with you. I really couldn't. I think that's great. Well, a part of the Urban Global Travelers series is that we're going to teach people how to travel, enjoy themselves, and not break the bank. That's my favorite way of doing it. I love going to places and going to the local eateries. I love happy hours at places. You know, there's a time and place for you to, you know, do all the high end things, but then there's also a time and place for you to, you know, sit back, relax, and enjoy some of the local things. Right. And so that's what we're going to talk about. And so, Lady T, we definitely going to add you as a correspondent with the Urban Global Travelers series with Chat Daddy. Yes, we're going to add you to that list of people. Kay Renee will be back out traveling again. She loves international travel. But we're going to give our take on health, wellness, and just how to do great things and not break the bank and live a wonderful life. And I'm so glad you brought that up, Lady T. I'm glad you brought it up.
And also, when you travel, I know not too many people, they're like me, I never meet a stranger. But by the time I got off the cruise ship, well, you know, the little cruise that went to the various islands, I have friends in California and San Francisco. I have friends from Russia, people from England and London. And they were like, no, you have to come. You come to my house. You come stay with me. So I might be going to Russia for the World Cup in, when is that? In September. But when I go to Russia, I was like, I need to get a visa. Oh, she said, no. I work for this department. You don't have to worry about that. We'll take care of everything. I'm like, damn.
Oh, my God.
All right now.
She gave me some Russian candy. Now, mind you, I don't remember that lady's name. Her number was not even in my phone. Hopefully it's in Sarita's phone. She was so doggone nice. She gave me some Russian candy. So that's all in my purse somewhere. I got to get
American Airlines used to have nonstop service between O'Hare and Moscow. I'll never forget. They used to. Moscow is a fabulous place.
I can't wait. And they nightlife, like we party.
Oh yeah. Their club and nightlife thing is just ridiculous, just off the chain. All right.
When I'm outdoors, I can go anywhere. Don't put me in nobody indoors. So,
girl, you getting ready to go stay at a stranger's house. You getting ready to go stay at Nikita's house.
Yeah, I forget. Then I don't remember the girl's name, but she gave me some chocolate. But that was, you know, she double vaccinated and she had Pfizer.
Honey, everybody in Russia is named Nikita. Nikita.
No, except Kanye's new girlfriend, Aretha is somewhere.
Right. Yes. All right. Well, honey, we hope you've enjoyed your party. Ladies, you know our spot that we like to go to, so we'll have to make up and do a birthday celebration.
I can't wait.
And hang out back at our spot because they ask about both of you when I'm there.
Oh,
and so
cool.
We'll make that happen. We will.
I made the magazine cover.
I know. I saw that. I saw that. The bunny rabbit made the magazine. You did.
People need to don't be sleeping on those mascots. Those mascots, you never know what people be like, what's going on? Put that little rabbit hat on. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but isn't that like people that have a fetish to have sex with stuffed animals or mascot sex? That's a whole nother show.
But what's the difference between mascot sex and costume sex? Hello, I got a doggone habit. I'm just saying.
Okay.
We have to talk about that one night. Like, do you like to dress up for sex? Do you like to have costumes on?
Oh, you asking me? Yeah.
No.
So no.
If you wear negligee, you don't think that's a costume? You don't.
That's attire, baby. I wear that at night and most times for me. So you know when I see a man, that's bonus. But I wear that for me. That's not that's attire. Well, that's not a costume to me.
Well, for me, I like to sleep in a t-shirt. I'm old school. And
I do that too, but I don't put the lingerie just to have it in the drawer. I wear it for myself. Shoot.
it makes the man excited. Like, bam, here you go. And then
I can say one word as I said to my love. Call him Ship. That made him excited. How about that?
Ooh,
all right. Well, I like chains and whips, so I guess that's a whole nother.
Love me a whips and chains.
That's a whole nother. That's a whole
Ooh,
nother.
Jesus.
So look. What did Candace just say?
Y'all hit every topic.
Right.
Yes, we did.
We didn't decrease the 3 days a week and then cover the month's worth of stuff.
That's right. That's right. We that's how we roll. That's how we roll.
Right. Maximize the moment. Absolutely. Wamelda, we love you so much. We appreciate you.
Yes. Thanks, Wamelda. Have a great weekend.
Let's say good night to everybody who's on here. Let me see who all joined us tonight. Tony Pledger Stampley, our deepest condolences to you and your family. Her brother lost his partner in Germany, so we want to give her some love.
Sorry.
Yes.
Booker T, hey sir, Watika, we'll see you on Sunday. Renee,
yes.
Takana, we love Takana, we do. We
yes.
love Mr. Who else we got on here tonight? Let's see. We got some more people. C. Lewis, we appreciate you. Candace, as always, thank you, my love.
Hey, thanks, Candace.
You. And Carolyn Douglas, thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, Denise Thomas. Hey, boo. Hey, Denise. Let me see who else. We got more comments real quick. Anybody you ladies want to shout out?
The lady?
Ypsilanti. Thank you.
That's my cousin. Yep.
All righty. Hi, cuz.
Oh, and congratulations to my cousin Taisha Bell.
Yes.
She was elected councilwoman in the city of Meridian,
Mississippi. Yes.
Ward of Meridian, Mississippi, where she grew up born and raised. And she won yesterday, and today was the 1 year anniversary of her mother's passing, my beloved cousin. And so just want to shout out Taisha. We just love her so much and just very proud of her. Former flight attendant, book author, marketing professional, and now she's a councilwoman in the city of Meridian, Mississippi. First black woman and the first woman, so like double minority.
That's great.
And
both boxes.
Black girl magic on the run, on the move,
absolutely. So we just appreciate her so much. We'll have to get her on one night to talk about her amazing life. Just great. I'm so proud of her. I don't know what to do. And then for today to be the 1 year anniversary. So I wrote a post this morning that all of our ancestors are crying up in heaven. My mom, her grandmother, mother, great grandmother, everybody on my mother's side who is no longer here. That's a major accomplishment. And we're just very proud of my cousin becoming a councilwoman in Meridian, Mississippi. Meridian.
Oh, yes. I know that town very well. My maternal grandfather lived there for 40 years. So I know Meridian very
I never knew that, Kay Renee.
My maternal, Onslow, Washington, and he lived there for 40 years. Yes, he did. I know Meridian very well. Yes.
I flew on the pedal jumper to Meridian one time, and the same man who guided the airplane in was the same man that took the luggage off the plane, the same man that carried the luggage to my car. I said, wow, that's a tiny airport. It really is.
It is. It is.
That has military style security to check you. Their TSA is military style.
Oh, that's wrong.
Right. And if you catch the early morning flight out of Meridian, and depending on how many people are on the plane, this is when they first got your cell phone number. The man actually ran and got us coffee someplace for our flight. Right. This was back in the day. So yes, absolutely. Well, congratulations, Ty. We are very, very proud of you. We'll have to get her on one night to talk to us about her historic election.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right. We are out of here. For those of you all, don't forget Sunday, 26th anniversary of the Real Deal Chat. Would love to see you guys there. All you have to do is pull your smartphone or tablet out, Scan that code right there. Birthday girl, we're going to put that over your face real quick. We're going to put it over your face. Scan it. We love you, birthday girl. We appreciate you. And we'll see you guys on Sunday at Teriyaki Madness. On behalf of my amazing and beautiful co-host tonight, the lovely Miss Thyteria Towns, birthday girl, just back from Greece, jet lag like a mug, and drinking some wonderful wine. We're going to let her slumber. And then our other fabulous and amazing co-host, the one and only Miss K. Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge. K. Renee, get that plug in for Friday night show real quick.
Oh, yes. We're having a great show Friday, Candid Conversations with K&K, and we're going to talk all vegan with Miss Felicia Knuckles is our special guest. All vegan. 9 o'clock, sharp. Facebook Live and YouTube.
All right. Well, on behalf of these two beautiful ladies, I want to say thank you guys so very much. It's been another just great week. A lot of good things are happening, and we are just happy about all of this. Thank you so much. Good vibes. Yep, we want everybody to have good vibes. We love you guys so much. Thank you to our guest tonight, Miss Denise Lizette. She did an outstanding job. Beautiful,
yes,
very
informative. Did.
It was great. It really was. It spoke volume to me. All right. On behalf of these ladies and yours truly, we love you guys so much. I'm going to say good night. Do me a favor. Go over to my website, therealchatdaddy.com, therealchatdaddy.com for more information about yours truly. I'm looking for a summer intern, people, a summer intern. There's a stipend involved in this summer intern. Looking for somebody that wants to be an intern, must be media savvy, must be great on websites, all that kind of stuff. But there is an opportunity for a summer intern with this show, and there's a stipend that goes with the summer intern, and it's all virtual. You ain't got to everything virtual. I need to see it in my inbox or in my text message. Other than that, we good. All right. Amen.
All righty.
Good night, you guys. We love you all so very much. Have a great night. Be well, and see you later.
Bye.
Show.